this knowing and this not knowing, and uh, the very essence of the entire thing is how much is there to know and how much was already known to all of us. Because they say to know yourself, you have to lose yourself. And I hope the journey is going to be very interesting, because journey is going to lead us to miracles. um, all those who've joined us for the first time today but have heard about us or have met us, the Quanto people, have often been mesmerized with what we do. How come we name ourselves as Quantos? Like you would see in the forum today on the screen, most of us are Quanto Mansi, Quanto Prachiti, Quanto Nitika, like these are the questions popping up. But yes, this is what the today's forum is all about. As our poster says, it has already declared to all of you that we are going to talk about the journey to miracles, and how much the journey is important, how much we focus on this journey than on the destination. Destination, anyways, will come over as the time is ripe for it. But the journey is one thing that we're all going to go together. Um, when we are there, when we are walking the path, some grow wings, they say, some discover their potential, others beat a new path, and still others, they're around to hold our hands and support our frame and help us resolve our issues. This is all that we have, that we are going to know today. And I'm glad to announce that today's the the program itself has also been designed in a manner where we have question answer sessions. We'll have interviews. Certain people as interviewees, others as interviewers. And in this type of question setup, we will get to know what miracles have come across, what all experiences have been gained by people over the years. And to those who have come to us today, who have joined us, I'm so thankful to them, who have come with a question like, it's all about science, it's all about what is this quanto? Is it about quantum physics and what? So just keep your questions, remain in observation, and keep listening to us. There is a lot of that is going to be there, and all of us, I'm sure, are going to enjoy and learn. And finally, all of us are going to go on this path, the same path. We'll tread the same path. I would like to welcome Nitika, who is our head coach in Quanto Life. And she stays in Gurgaon with her husband and an 18-year-old son. The most interesting thing that you would, as audience, be surprised about, that she had a corporate career. She was a business development professional, and with that type of background, she's come into Quanto Life. So most of you would be able to relate to Nitika when she discusses the questions, she interviews. Nitika, over to you.
Thank you, Prachiti. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have everyone here. Let me start by sharing how the idea of Journey to Miracles came about. So we have every Tuesday we have a program Deva Magic where we talk about various gods and goddesses and their essence. So many people join us, and the question which we get from most of the people is, what is Quantum Life? So we decided that let's, rather than just sharing what is Quantum Life, let's bring to you the individuals who are living Quantum Life, who are living examples of quantum life, and who have experienced miracles in their life. So today we begin this series. We will be having this series every month, once a month, and we will also share with you our upcoming programs. So today we start with our first interview, and I welcome our first guest, Dr. Kavita Rudgi. Atin, can we have spotlight on Dr. Kavita as well, please? So, to give an introduction about Dr. Kavita Rudgi. So, first of all, I took a time to even to even pronounce her name Rudgi. I could not even spell it out properly. So, Dr. Kavita, she is residing in Dhule currently. She's a true Indian, born in Andhra Pradesh, brought up in Karnataka, and residing in Maharashtra. So, what else? She's part of three states. So she did her BDS from KLE Belgaum, and she did her MBS from PIMS in Loni. She is married. She married in 2004 to Dr. B.M. Rudgi. Dr. B.M. Rudgi is himself a very renowned doctor in his fraternity. He's oral and maxillofacial surgeon. So what I understand is that he has operated on some cases where which Tata Memorial Hospital also refused. They could not do it, and he's the one who could give the upliftment to that face. So, he's a very, very good surgeon. Uh, she is blessed with twins, and their names are Arohi and Arin. Both are 8-year olds, and Arin is learning drums from Trinity School of London, and Arohi is learning guitar from Trinity School of London, and she's also doing course in Bharatnatyam from University of Nagpur. So welcome, Dr. Rudgi. And Kavita has been with Quanto Life for I think
Hi,
3-4
Nitika.
years now.
Pranam.
Kavita, hello.
Yes, Nitika. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
hi Kavita. Yes, I can hear you. I'm
Yeah,
so
Pranam
happy to
Shivo,
have
Pranam
you.
Hansi. Thank you so much. Pranam to everyone here. I'm so glad that I'm on a different pedestal today altogether with my soul family, that is the Quanto family. Thank you so much for
So Kavita, we are unable to hear you right now. The signal is dropping, I guess, at your end.
I think
Can you hear
Kavita,
me?
you can. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Kavita, we can hear you.
Yeah. I'm more towards the winter. I don't know. Being up today with, so I'm sorry. Yeah.
So Kavita, I think maybe you would like to re-log in because there is. Yeah, are you? Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're audible, Kavita. You're audible.
Yeah. Please. Yeah.
So Kavita, we have all witnessed. Most of the people here have witnessed how you have. Transformed and how you have flourished, and your program, the Ashwini Kumars, which we did in the Deva Magic and also in Vansh Mukti. So I would like, you're an inspiration bringing up two little children. Your children are so cute. I'm sure some of them have seen the photographs also, especially of Arohi. She looks wonderful when she's wearing those dresses. So you're an inspiration for many of us. I would like to know, Kavita, and I would like you to share with everybody how did you enter Quanto life? When did it happen to you?
Yes. Thank you so much, Nitika. Yes, my daughter is like a small dancing doll.
Yeah.
How did I enter quantum life is all. Please let me know if I if my there's any problem with my audio. Okay.
Yes, I will. Abito, it's fine, working fine.
Yeah, so one thing I would say is I've been really blessed in a way that the right God has always given me today, when I look back, God has always given me and put me on the path where I should go. So coming into quantum life has been completely a divine blessing. So back in 2017, I guess I was looking out for places where, I could find my answers. And I stumbled upon, I don't remember who had shared a link about Quantum Life group. I joined Quantum Life and I was there. I was like dormant. I was watching what was happening, what was not happening. Those days there were these boot camps that used to happen about Quantum Life. Um, so I was there, and suddenly one day I was in deep crisis, and I really don't know. In the middle of the night, I was really very, very down. I was feeling a lot of negative energies around me, and I don't know, out of somewhere I just happened to message this goddess here, Mansi. I said, Mansi, something is amiss with my energies around. I am not fine. I'm finding really difficult to even breathe. I can sense a lot of negative energy around me. I'm seeing some faces, and coming from a doctor fraternity, this was scary for me because I was thinking maybe I'm having some psychological issues that I've started seeing faces around me. Those days I was not very aware of what these negative energies are. So in the middle of the night, I guess it was around 12:30, and I messaged Mansi, and trust me, within
Kavita,
no time, she responded me first so well that time. Yeah, is there a problem in
no,
my
no, go
audio?
on. No, go on, go on.
Yeah, I'll just cut it short. So they both worked on me, and they invoked this quantum vibrational field around me, and I could see the descending white light expanding around me, my home, and everything, and I felt so protected. So that was my first ever personal experience with quantum life way back in 2018, I guess, if I'm not wrong, Mansi. So that is how I have been with quantum life.
Yeah. And
And
Kavita,
the journey from there goes on.
yeah, and I remember the session, during Vanshmukti, we had this session about Ashwini Kumars, where people were just telling you that this is a problem they have, and you were able to connect psychologically with them, and you could tell them that this is the root cause of their problem. Luckily, we were able to take it to the larger audience also in the Deva Magic session. So yeah, it is really wonderful to see how things have changed for you. Would you like to talk about your hope counseling thing?
Yes,
Yeah, please.
yes. I mean, again, coming from a scientific background, when I started working with quantum processes and also psychological background, I'm a counseling psychologist working as a parenting coach, various other health issues. So there is a whole chapter on psychosomatic disorders. Okay, so what happens is that every disease of our body is associated with uh, with a kind of ill, and quantum processes are on that. Processes are based on it has helped understand these things so very well. The connection, even before I knew that quantum life, the processes, the whole thing is, it has a psychological as the superconscious combination, and that's so the transformations when
So
we understand the
Kavita, your
causes
audio
come
is not
like
clear.
that.
Kavita,
And the
your
beauty
audio
of
is
it
not
is,
clear. Kavita, your audio is not clear. It's
okay,
breaking. Yeah, the voice is breaking.
I think you can switch off your video.
better now,
Yeah,
better now.
no, I think you switch off your video and maybe you can just keep the audio on.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, much clearer, much clearer. So you're talking about hope counseling. Maybe we can start from there, please. Thanks.
Yeah. So, so that is how I connect about quantum life and psychology. I use a lot of life when if I'm stuck with it. It really helps me to work with clients apart from myself.
Yeah, wonderful. So, Kavita, there are, because of this pandemic and last few months, many people have been in home and they are undergoing depression. There are suicide cases. You have yourself personally also gone through this kind of a journey. So, can you share how things have changed for you after that episode happened, and what is the evolution which has happened? So, if you can share with our audience.
Yes, sure, Nitika. See, I myself have been under working in the field of psychology, and the basic human nature of is like, we deny our feelings, we deny our emotions, right? So, what happened was I was also always in denial, and it started pending up, and I had this severe episode wherein each and every quantum member stood beside and they got me out of her. So, and
Kavita, your
today,
voice
so
is
what
breaking.
happened during those days?
Kavita,
If I,
Kavita, voice is breaking.
oh my God,
Maybe you can just change your
okay,
location.
am I better now?
No, no,
Am I better now?
slightly better.
One second, please.
Yes.
Nitika, while Kavita gets adjusted, can I talk in her shan?
Yes, please.
Because it is such a proud moment for me to see, to go back to the night that she mentioned where she called me, and I see the name Dr. Kavita Rudagi, and I don't really know her, and she gives me a call. It is like in the middle of the night in India, but I'm in US, so yeah, so it's okay for me. So I take the call, and she is absolutely vulnerable, but completely authentic. She was ready to put her whatever her reputation is as a doctor online and share with. I was really unknown to her personally, so she was completely able to share who she is and really what is happening. And what was happening was really out of the norm. And when you're in medicine, it's very a normal, reputed profession. And she was ready to share her greatest fears, these entities that she was seeing. And this is something I've seen with Kavita all throughout her journey. And that is the reason why she's taken these leaps. She's been very brave, she's been vulnerable, but also very brave. And I've seen that authentic side not just come out when she's going through crisis, but when anyone else shares, she's completely authentic about what she feels about that, and whether she will say things as it is. And she will not only say, but if she has suggested something, she's ready to walk that walk. There are so many people, she has this unique ability of having the psychic part, connecting through her psychic senses, and also having the background in medicine and in psychology. And she's able to integrate these two worlds and really help people in amazing ways. And then she will walk the walk. She will not just talk the talk, she will literally walk the walk with them. She's completely committed, she's completely sincere, and just so proud to have her as family. And also to see, in those 3 years from that phone call to where she is now, just being an inspiration to people, not just in her college, but she gets, because of who she is and the energy and the shakti she brings, just she's invited to different colleges, to different organizations, and just an inspiration. Kavita, love you, baby.
And Mansi, I also get inspired by her
Her
how,
children, the
yeah.
way she has the way she has really tapped into what is a unique potential, like with her daughter Arohi, who is who loves dance. And we see her completely committed to dancing. The way she's raising her, I remember this one incident where um, uh, uh, where Arohi said, she does not feel like going to a particular class, and most parents will be like, no, you have to. But Kavita just told her, Kavita said, okay, you know what, if you don't want to go, okay, you don't go. And but then she also told her the consequences. Yeah, you will not be able to participate in this. And then ultimately, after a couple of hours, Arohi made the decision that I want to be joined. And she was completely committed. So this is how Kavita is raising, whether it comes to her son, whom she has enrolled in a international school of music, his interest in robotics, his interest in sci-fi, and how she integrates that for their evolution. It's just a treat to watch. And one of the most memories that I remember is we had a very late night Kabira show where we had Shivo and Mukul Shivo sharing the insights of Kabir, and um, Mukund, Shiva opening the door to Kabir and Mukund leading us into what is Kabir consciousness. And her kids at I think 12 o'clock at night were like in meditation, just soaking in Kabira. And they are 8 or 9. And I just had to jump in because it is such a joy to see Kavita's evolution and how she is raising not just how she's not just raising her consciousness, but her students, her children, her family. And Dr. Rudagi, the husband, is just like one of the most well-known surgeons, and just an honor. And I'm just waiting to invite him on this platform. Thank you.
Mansi, I want to share something here. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, I'm go ahead, please.
Yeah, so I want to share this very specific incident that has happened in my life. Is I had this body shaming issue. Being a South Indian, I had this dark skin color, which I had undergone when I was a child. And it was somewhere deep inside me, and trust me, similar way, my daughter had to undergo the same thing in her school, and that left me somewhere baffled. And so I was thinking, how do I help my child? How do I get her out of this feeling? Because I know how it feels, being ridiculed for your looks or for your color. It's something not good. So I didn't know how I to do. So one thing what I did was I took that particular incident of mine into synthesis, and trust me, when I resolved that issue in me, my daughter has healed too. So that is very, very, very a huge shift for me. And today she looks at the mirror and says, "Mama, I'm the most beautiful girl on the earth," and that makes me feel so as a mother, like it fills me with so much love, and I mean, there are no words to say how indebted I am to Quantum Life for bringing me from a space of being why me, मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों होता है, मैंने क्या गलत किया, that typical victimhood we have. From there to today, I see blessing in each and every aspect of my life. Do I have 2 more minutes, Nitika?
Kavita, yes, you do. Kavita, you do. And I want to invite both Nitika and Kavita to talk about what is Quanto Life, because people are so mesmerized by this. They're really wanting to know what is Quanto Life, So if I could ask Nitika and then Kavita to share what Quanto Life really means. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll just share one last incident of mine, which has been very recent. Because guys, if I go on about Quantum Life, from the last 3 years, what I have undergone transformation, for me, 10 minutes is not enough. Not even 1 hour. I can go on and on and on for days. That's the fact. Okay. And okay. So like I think a month back, my husband had gone for a surgery. He met with an accident. And I was clueless where he was. His phone got discharged. I don't know with what effort I have reached at 5 o'clock early morning to fetch him. I know, but when I went there and saw the situation, saw the scene of the accident, it was just beside the main highway. And the moment why did this happen? These thoughts never came to me. I said, thank you, God, for making this happen over here. Had this thing had happened on the highway, the consequences would have been really bad. I'm really grateful to you. That is what I am able to see the shift in me. When comes to even crisis, deepest of the crisis, I'm able to see what kind of a blessing I have. So that is a shift, and that is actually getting me so much of abundance in all aspects of life. It is just, I cannot measure it, but it's such joy. There's so much of peace to be living in gratitude, especially a hyperactive, aggressive human being like me. I'm too aggressive at work and every aspect, but who has mellowed down to such an extent, and being in gratitude, like that is a miracle for my own self. Yes, Nitika.
Thanks, Kavita. Thanks for sharing. I'm not going to let you go. Let me first share with people, with our audience, what Quanto Life is. So, Quanto Life is a scientific spiritual path. As the name comes from, it's a unique path wherein, as you can see, the word quanto is coming from quantum physics. It's a scientific path. It has descended on Quanto Shivo, who is the founder of Quanto Life, and Mansi is our co-founder. So in this, there are three unique sutras of Quanto Life. One is we dissolve our subconscious. There are patterns and conditionings which we dissolve. How to create something from the chaos. There is chaos all around us always. We are always dealing with various things. How to create something new from all the chaos that is around us. So that is what Quanto Life is. Uh, Chetan, it was founded 6, 7 years back. Even I joined Quanto Life as a participant 3 years back, and now I have grown with Quanto Life and I have had a transformation myself. I underwent my cancer treatment, advanced stage cancer treatment, and I'm completely cancer free. That is a journey which I will share some other time. But today is just about introducing Quanto Life to everybody. We will, those, you can post your questions on the chat. And also, Quanto Sutra is to live intensely, creating high value for yourself and for people around you. It is this path teaches us how to partner with gods, and live the life of gods. So that is what Quanto Life is. When you hear the stories of the people today who are getting interviewed, you'll see how they have had transformation in their lives. You'll also see that how their journey has become miraculous. So it is, as Dr. Kavita was talking, from why me, why everything happens like this to me, from there to accepting, to be in gratitude, to really enjoying life, and how to live life effortlessly. So all our contours, if you see, we are all living our life effortlessly. Our lives are just flowing. It is not that we don't have challenges and problems, but the solution comes in a very Devic way. So that is what Quanto life is. We connect with the super consciousness. It's like connecting with the divine. So our processes are such that you are connected with your highest self, your super consciousness. That is what Quanto life is. And we have various programs, various processes. The most basic program is getting launched on 11th December. We will share the poster. So, any questions related to Quantum Life, if are there, I'll be happy to address them.
Nitika, I want
Yeah,
to add
Devga.
one more point about Quantum Life here.
Yes, Kavita. Yes, please.
Yeah. So, uh, dear friends, what I would say is all our lives, we are ruled, all our actions and reactions to the situations are ruled by the subconscious mind. 95% of our lives are ruled by our subconscious imprints. And the beauty with Quantum Life is it is so easy to tap into that subconscious and remove that, identify that pattern by mere observation and awareness, and merging with the blessings of the superconscious is just like, light speed. And that is how if that is how fast the transformation happens, and you become more aware of your being from within, what you are, what is your purpose of life, and life just becomes beautiful and flowing. Sorry, Nitika, I had to add
No,
this.
no, yes, absolutely. And we see our patterns, our conditioning getting dissolved. We
Yes.
So all the contours, once you start with the basic process about the freedom from sadness, that's the name of the basic process which we have. We see our patterns getting dissolved. We see that a situation, so in a similar kind of situations keep arising, and we keep getting similar situations, but our response to those situations starts changing. So Mansi, sorry, you were saying something.
No, please don't apologize. It's a part of the conversation. So please,
Yeah.
let's just leave the apologies out and let's just interact. So yes, and Kavita and Nitika, both of you are embodiments of identifying those subconscious patterns and transforming them. You both have lived that, and that's why you're living not just one miracle in your life, but you're living a journey of miracles. You're living a miraculous life with many such miracles happening. Listening to the questions that are coming, I want to take people back to the point of origin, the origin story of quantum life and of the quantum vibrational field. I just want to ask the audience, because I want to know y'all, because this is an interaction. Even though it's only Quantos talking right now, it is an interaction. How many of you feel that today's life is extremely fast paced? Can I just have a yes or no? How many of you feel that? How many of you feel the chaos? Like, that life is chaotic, life is unpredictable. Just let me know, because I need to tap into where y'all are. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I am overwhelmingly seeing a yes. Yes, absolutely. It is so fast paced. And Shivu is one of the greatest observers that I have known. And everyone is observing that, okay, this is fast paced. And then all that is out there, all that is out there is in this fast paced life, find the peace, find the, either you deny it, either you distract from it, or you only see parts of it, you manage it. Okay, this is what is out there. How do you find peace? Now, when Shiva was observing, what came to him that this chaos is a part of life, and how do we take the Shakti that is chaos and we transform it into creation? We don't dissipate that Shakti. How do we convert this chaos into creation? So all of us, we completely acknowledge that chaotic life, and this particular path is created for them. It is created for them who want to make something, who want to make an impact, who want to take this chaos and create something absolutely new. And that is the people we attract. So if you see yourself as someone as extremely talented, who wants to find your unique potential and use that to contribute and add value to yourself and to the society, then this is the place for you. Okay, if you see that, if you want to hone what is your unique potential, what is your talent, meet people and be in the space of inspiration where you will find everyone like that. Shivu does not want to make us his mini copies. We are not mini Shivus here. We do not want to, in fact, we are all our own version of our own best version, and Quantum Life is just the platform that helps us be there. So that is what Quantum Life is.
To just add here for everyone, I want to say is Shiva has and Mansi together have created this commune. Trust me, guys, we have our friends, we have our relatives, we have so many people who are blood relations. But when I was in my deepest crisis a year ago, these were the people who were like, I cannot say, maybe my own brother would not have been there, but these people stood by me over phone, over energetically, be it Mansi, be it Nitika, be it Shivo, be it Mukul, be it Dirgha, they're trying to reach me. I mean, this is a place of complete unconditional love, support, and non-judgmental place. If you come and say, I'm a pathetic person, you are accepted as how you are. That is the beauty of it. You are just accepted how you are. And I really bow down in complete reverence to you, Shivo and Mansi, and all my Quanto fellows here, Nitika, Dirgha, Mukul, Rio. I just love you all from the core of my heart. This is my true family, soul family is what I would say. Thank you so much. I can go on, but please let me stop now.
Yeah, I think maybe we can have some questions. So we invite questions from audience. I love you, Kavita. Thank you so much, Dr. Kavita. Thanks a lot for sharing your views. Any questions to Dr. Kavita? So while we wait, so either you can please post your questions in the chat, Uh, so we will just share, what we have our upcoming program. Atin, can you share the poster of the Dissolve Your Conflicts? So Dissolve Your Conflicts is our basic program of getting into Quantum Life. In this program, you come up with your one major conflict and your journey to miracle start. Your conflict starts to dissolve, and you will start to see synchronicity in your own life. We have many people who have done repeat of this program because they just love the program. It's a 9 days program. We are right now announcing two batches. One is on 11th to 19th December. The second one is 8th to 16th January. So all those who are interested in knowing more about Dissolve Your Conflicts, please leave your name and number in the chat, and somebody from Quanto Life will contact you. We also have our, Atin, can we see the other program? We have our public program, which is on Tuesday. Every Tuesday we have this program, and we invoke different gods and goddesses. This time we are invoking Osho. It happens to be his birthday, and we are invoking Osho. We request every one of you to please join the program. The link and the details will be posted in the group, the Deva Magic group, and all the other Quanto groups as well. So, everyone who's interested in knowing more about our programs, please leave your name and number, and we will contact you. Any questions for Dr. Kavita? Digha?
Uh, nothing is on.
Okay. So, Prachiti, over to you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Kavita. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
It's
Nitika.
on.
It was nice.
Honor
It was
is mine. Thank you
enlightening.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita. We've heard Nitika, we've heard Kavita, and I'll bring you all back to the same three fundamentals that we started our poster with: inquire, aspire, inspire. Inquire is one thing. As human beings, uh, we have this ability to ask questions. The moment we start asking questions, we are in fact preparing ourselves for the answers will only come when we start inquiring. And that is what I would again make you all recall, that if you have anything that comes to your mind right now that can be resolved, that we can discuss, please put it in the chat box, because your questions will be entertained. Besides, those of you who really feel interested to about communicating with us, getting to know in particular, if there is any inquiry of that sort, please put it in the chat box. We'll take care. Another thing that I want to uh, as an anchor, I'll take you now to the next milestone in this program. But before that, I'll make you in fact think, as an ordinary being or an extraordinary being, when you sit all alone by yourself, what exactly comes to your mind? Don't you think about yourself, who you are, why are you there, why are you doing what you are doing, and exactly what you should be doing, should it not be told to you by somebody? As a human being, we have this constant um, questions that go on in our mind. And to the audience who are putting in the question as to what is Quanto life, why are we talking about Quanto life, this is it. If you have these inquiries, Quanto life is the right place for you. And like Dr. Kavita just mentioned, that when there are certain crises in life, we have this tendency to ask ourselves, why me? Why is it happening with me? And for that, again, Quanto Life is there. Or if you are super excited, you've attained something, you have had an achievement, what do you do with that? Or what exactly should be your next step? Again, Quanto Life is around. So we move on to the next set of interviewer and interviewee, and we are going to really have a good, nice listening to their experiences. So I welcome Rashi Agrawal, who is an HR professional. Rashi, she's been here with Quanto Life for uh, quite a number of years, in fact, more than 3 years, Rashi. And She has been into meditation for almost more than 2 decades. Again, meditation, she had been inquiring about herself all this while, and then she, uh, through certain miracle, through certain synchronicity, through certain coincidence, she came to be aware of this quantum life. She got into it, and then she flowered. And let's meet Rashi. If Rashi, are you around?
Yeah, hi. Hi, Prachiti.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
around.
yeah. Most welcome,
Thanks
Rashi.
so much.
Yeah,
Thanks so
Rashi.
much, Prachiti.
Yeah, yeah. Over
Yeah.
to you, Rashi. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the lovely introduction. And yes, since I have joined Contour Life, there is no look back. And I'm really enjoying this journey. It is so easy and simple, and yet so powerful. I'm really happy and so blessed that Shivo and Mansi have created such a wonderful sacred space for all of us. And I wish from my core of my heart, so more and more people can join here, more souls can come on the divine path. I would love that. So I would like to welcome a very charming and a very chupa Rustam man of our Contour Life. He is the pillar, the backbone of Contour Life. I am really happy to introduce him to you today and talk about him and listen to his journey of miracles. I would like to invite Atin. Hi, Atin.
Hi.
How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Awesome. So, Atin, आपकी शान में थोड़ा और बोलूंगी मैं. So, give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Atin is a life transformation coach today. He's a psychic. He's a channel. He's been blessed by Devas, and he's a person to always go to. So, more about him. He is in Ujjain. He lives with his family over there. He is running a shop, a garment shop, and he's a sweetheart of everybody and the most eligible bachelor of Contour Life. So, ladies, just eye on him. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
namaste. Am I audible, Rashi?
yeah, very much. Now, yes, you
Thank
are very much. Okay. So, since we are taking Atin to understand his journey, so would like to uh, share one of the incident which happened on the live session on Guru Purnima when Atin was sharing something and suddenly something happened and we all had a goosebumps, very dramatic experience we all had. And I was just wondering, Atin, what happened that day to you? And we were worried about you. So would you like to tell us what happened to you that day?
Yeah, so hi everyone and Konto Namaste. So, basically, I am blessed by Sheshnagji. So, you have must have read in the poster also, and with the blessings of Mansi and Shivo sir. So that day, she was Bansi asked me to, give the darshan to everyone of Sheshnag, and I was not ready basically that day because that day I need to share something. I think so. I was not ready, and I was thinking what I just asked Mansi, what should I do, Mansi?
Yeah.
How should I go?
Atin,
So
I remember that. Atin
yeah,
is like, मैं क्या बोलूं? मैंने बोला कि it was Guru Purnima and I said, okay, Atin, I want to, and we are on live, we are live, and he's like, मैं क्या बोलूं? And then I was like कि शेषनाग जी, तुम शेषनाग जी कोई जानते हो? तो उनके बारे में बोलो. And then that's what I said. I was like, okay. No, and even I also don't know what he's going to say because he was like, मैं क्या बोलूं? And suddenly we see his face transform. His face is transforming, he is transforming, and we are like, what is happening? Yes, Atin.
yeah.
I still get goosebumps. I still get goosebumps about that moment. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Atin.
Mansi, that's really partnering with gods. He's completely
Live,
partnered with
like
Sheshnag ji.
live,
Yeah,
spontaneous, completely spontaneous.
yeah.
Yes, Atin. Tell us what went on.
Yeah, so I was also surprised basically because Sheshtag ji actually really helped me so many times. So I will be sharing about it, how he helped me. So I was surprised. So I was thinking, what should I do, Mansi? Because at the moment you don't know how to do, and to trust divine that he will come. Every time this is like a doubt. Even the god come many times, but every time you doubt, because it is not we are doing something, right? So it is not something that I will do, like I will dance or I will sing. It is not something in my hand. It is all divine blessings. So we don't know, and every time we need to trust, the god to channel us. So suddenly, I really felt the vibration of Sheshnag, and I really start shaking. And to my surprise, many people, in the session experienced that vibration of Sheshnag ji, and many felt the, we are talking about the subconscious cleaning. So many felt the vibration, and many felt the cleaning of it, because when Sheshnag come, when the Naga come, so what they do is they suck up all the negative energies from the system, from the person or from the group. They suck it in the his way, and just throw it out in the cosmos. So I was like literally started doing, and so much cleaning has happened so to many people, and they have shared. So I was really surprised at that moment. Yes, sir. Yes, Rashi.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for sharing this, Atin. So, uh, mm, Sheshnagji's vibrations were blessing you, and through you, you were channeling them, and we were all getting blessed. So, that was a divine day. Definitely, it was a magical day for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it is
So,
difficult to, it is difficult to really, trust it.
yes,
Literally,
yes,
maybe
I
all of
understand.
you, maybe, but it is real. When you enter into Quantum life, you all will experience the devas. It is not about
Definitely.
the story of all the Purana. Quantum life, every story now, new story is creating here and now. You will feel the transformation, and you feel the devas. You
We
yourself, there is
understand.
nothing special about it. Everyone can feel, basically. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Atin. And I would like to share here that it is not something which Atin has learned formally. It is all the divine blessings which are descending to him with the grace of and the blessings of Shivo and Mansi through them. So that is also a journey. We will hopefully will go through that also in coming while. So what you're seeing Atin as a transformative coach, a liberation coach today, he was not like that earlier. He has gone through a very difficult transformational journey himself, many years. So he has suffered a lot. You wouldn't believe it, He is writing flawlessly these days. Every Monday we wait for uh, that message to come from Atin, since he invokes Mahadev every Monday for us. He writes so well about Mahadev ji, and he's writing so beautifully. And this was something which was not that earlier. We have seen the journey of his transformation. If you I take you in his earlier days, in his academics, should I share at then? You
Yeah,
give me
please.
permission?
In Quantum life,
Okay.
nothing is secret.
Awesome. So in his academics in earlier days, it was very difficult for him to pass also. One of the class, he failed 4 times, and it was very difficult for him to even get the passing marks, during that time. So he says, maybe Atin can explain more about it. Maybe I can go more on that, but Atin, let's hear from you how this journey has happened that you are such a transformative person today as compared to what you were there earlier.
Yeah, so all the blessings of Shiv Sir Mansi. So what happened, really from my childhood, I had a very heavy subconscious and so much entity issue basically. And but I was not aware of it, and I has suffered so much, like teasing from my birth. When I was born, my dadi got the heart attack. So she got so happy that she got heart attack. So it just looked funny, but no. So that was, but it was my condition, and I started getting so much bad dreams. So much horrified dream that my mother used not to sleep with me. I woke up and I started making the faces, and I started shivering. So much horrifying dream. From there I started, and I can really remember each year I get certain type of dream, and I get the fever. And I was so much bad dream. I used to come to me that I am not able to sleep. I afraid if I will sleep I will get bad dream. So it was so heavy subconscious, and because of that, and because of you know s- the from morning I wake up, so people used to scold me, my family, and night I will get scolded. In whole class I will get to be bullied. Whole class was excited and I was excited, and everyone used to laugh and beat me. So it was like whole academic year. So basically then because of my poor, I got failed for 4 years. Like when I got first standard I got failed. So I was thinking that who can fail in first standard, so it was I was laughing today. Okay. It imagined first standard, then I failed for in fourth standard, then sixth standard, then 11th standard, and in between I got supplementary each year. I failed, then I get supplementary, then I get grace, and I passed for 33 marks. And I remember today it was very funny that I failed, got third division in third class. So it is third class and third division, and I went to celebrate into my padosi, that how no, I was thinking I would celebrate that moment. So it was a difficult time for me altogether. And from after sixth, I started studying. So how my spiritual journey started basically. So I feel interesting about it. So after sixth, I started studying. But when I started studying from morning to evening, every day I used not to go with my friends. I had a few friends, and I started getting 40%, 45%. I start whole studies. What used to happen is, like one chapter, there's a whole one chapter. And if I read everything and I will not read one thing which is going to come in the exam. In like 10 chapter, I will not going to read 10 questions. And I was not, my mind was not grasping that I can write myself. So 10
Then
questions
feeling
used
you
to
completely. Yeah,
so,
then feeling you
so
completely.
everyone, I used to get 10
Yeah.
questions which I not done, and I gone whole mehnat, and that 10 question used to come in my exam. And everyone now start, they not believe that. No, slowly my friends started believing that. They used to say, जब तू नहीं करेगा ना एग्जाम में, पढ़ाई में नहीं करेगा, हम वो ही कर लेंगे, हम बाकी हम पास हो जाएंगे, we will get the good marks. So it was like that journey. And I had so much, I was like in 2007, I was so much disturbed about it, because mentally I was so much disturbed, because whole day bullying, and my studying I'm not getting marks, and I'm getting failed in physics. In Sorry, I'm just taking so much time, just small, I'm just explaining. So in physics I got 1 marks से fail हो गया मैं physics में in my second year, because I never got first division in my whole life. So 1 marks में fail हो गया, जबकि 13 days की छुट्टी थी और मैंने बहुत मेहनत करी थी, और 1 marks से रह गया, और हम लोगों ने रीचेकिंग भी कराई, I not got passed. So I got so much frustrated that now I cannot handle, I
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
handle. And
Atin, you are awesome. You're
yeah, so
doing awesome
yeah,
now.
so I cannot handle that. And then I fought with Krishna. I fought with Krishna that now you need to answer me now. I cannot handle this, because so much bad dream used to come to me, because I was not able to sleep. And मुझे तो एक याद है, एक बार मेरे को like I got call कि तू जिंदा है क्या, और मुझे अभी तक पता नहीं किसने करा कॉलेज में. You are getting so much horrible dream, and you are getting call कि तू जिंदा है क्या, मुझे पता नहीं किसने किया था. I was so
So,
much afraid that तू जिंदा है क्या, और सब बुलिंग कर रहे हैं, मैं पास नहीं हो पा रहा हूँ, मुझे हॉरिफाइड ड्रीम आ रही, ये अभी से नहीं, मेरे बचपन से चला आ रहा है. तो आई वॉज गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड दैट अब मैं नहीं सहन कर सकता, अब कृष्ण भगवान आप ही आओ, यू जस्ट कम टू मी, सेव मी प्लीज. No, not please. I was fighting basically, not please. So I was fighting with Krishna, and I fought like, जो अमिताभ बच्चन fought करता है ना, अब तो तू, like you just seen अमिताभ बच्चन fought करता है शिव जी से कि अब तो तू ही जवाब देगा, वो पुरानी हिंदी फिल्म है. So it was like that. It was like funny, but yeah, it was like that. So I fought with it, Krishna, and I slept.
so Atin, would you like to share the people who used to condemn you earlier in the way they're reaching you, how
Rashi,
they're
Rashi,
reaching you now?
let
Yeah.
him share this Krishna story, right? Let him share this Krishna
Okay.
story. This is very
Yeah.
important. It is one of
Fine.
his
Fine, man.
most life-changing moments. So yes,
Okay.
Yeah. So what?
I've heard
Atin,
it
go
many
ahead.
times, but it's still fresh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what happens? I just fought with Krishna, and it was too total. At that time I was not aware about spirituality as such. I was not spiritual at all. So I fought with Krishna, and I said that now you need to answer me. So वैसे कैसे मैं सो गया basically. अब सो गया मतलब I was gone into some other psychic state. अचानक मैं चले गया. और क्या हुआ कि जैसे ही मैं जिस तरह से मैं सोया था, I was, I dreamt that everyone, there is a bar, there is a bar flood, and I'm helping everyone to cross the bridge, the river bridge. and I helped everyone. Then when my turn come, I drowned into water, and I just drawn the same way with the way I was sleeping. Basically, I was drawn into water, and then I that moment also my inside सेम थिंग गोइंग ऑन कि अब मैं कुछ नहीं करने वाला, अब तू ही करेगा, अब मैं तो उंगली भी नहीं हिलाऊंगा, मैं बचाने के लिए कुछ नहीं करूंगा, मैं कुछ भी नहीं करने वाला, नाउ यू सेव मी. सो व्हाट हैपेंड व्हेन आई स्टिल रिमेंबर वन मैन, दैट मैन कम, उसने रस्सी घुमाई, उसने मेरे पाँव पे रस्सी बांधी, एंड ही पुल्ड मी आउट, एंड द मैसेज वाज क्लियर फ्रॉम कृष्णा दैट यू सरेंडर, आई प्रॉमिस you to liberate in this life, you just surrender. And that moment I just don't know about spirituality. I get to know about spirituality, about let go, about surrender, and I started living like this. What Shiva sir used to, coming Shiva sir उसके बाद आए, शिवा सर मानसी जो गाइड करने वाले थे, I started following that. And I just in the moment I got the spirituality, basically what is spirituality, what is surrender, what is all that things. And उस समय मुझे ज्योतिष ने बोला था कि ये 2007 तक जिंदा रह जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. एंड दैट एट द सेम दिवाली, तो मैं उस लेटिंग गो मूवमेंट में आ गया था उस ड्रीम के बाद. आई वाज जस्ट इन द सरेंडर ड्रीम, एंड द ओशो स्टार्टेड कमिंग इन माय लाइफ. एंड दैट नाइट को ज्योतिष ने बोल दिया था ये जो 2007 के बाद जिंदा रह जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. तो आई गॉट इन द दिवाली, आई गॉट 107 बुखार, फीवर. एंड सडनली मेरी तबीयत खराब हुई. मम्मी को मैंने एक ही बात बोली, मम्मी हमको कुछ नहीं मांगना है, हमको सरेंडर करना है, ये भी नहीं मांगना है कि ठीक हो कितना ठीक हो, इससे सरेंडर करना. उस सरेंडर भाव से मैं निकल गया उस बीमारी से, और डेथ से निकला मैं. और उसके बाद फिर बहुत सारे मिरेकल्स हुए लाइफ में. शिवो सर मानसी आए, वो कृष्णा की ब्लेसिंग थी. मैं समझ गया कि कृष्णा भगवान ने भेजा है, सो शिवो सर गोइंग टू हेल्प मी. तो फिर मैं उनके पीछे पड़ गया हाथ धो के. सो हाउ इट इज स्टार्टेड, एंड या सो इट वाज स्टार्टिंग ऑफ माय स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी. एंड उसके बाद बहुत सारे मिरेकल्स हुए, बहुत सारे लाइक इस सीरीज ऑफ मिरेकल. और कृष्ण भगवान ने बताया कि मैं तेरे साथ हूँ, क्योंकि उसके बाद बहुत सारे मिरेकल हुए जहाँ कृष्ण भगवान के रिलेटेड लोग मिले, उन्होंने बताया. उस समय मुझे पता लगा कि देख लाइक मैं तेरे साथ. सो या
क्या बात है. You have given again the goosebumps, and we are speechless. You have gone through such a deep crisis, so
तो दैट
inspiring to
मोमेंट
see
क्राइसिस
this.
स्टार्टेड बेसिकली. वो तो क्राइसिस खत्म हुआ, फिर मुझे पता लगा कि सुबह अंदर आई वाज नॉट अवेयर कि कितना प्रॉब्लम है. वो ड्रीम, ये एवरीथिंग. वो फिर उसके बाद फिर जो शिवा सर ने मदद की, और आई वाज लाइक क्रेजी. अभी भी हूँ बेसिकली, बट या.
Love you for this, Atin. You are so authentic and real. I mean, awesome to be with you. I mean, we reached Atin for anything and everything. He's the go-to person for us, and he's always there. He's always there. Thanks, Atin, for being there always for
Sorry,
us.
we are crossing the time. Sorry.
Can
Then
I
I
ask?
want to say, yeah, yes, Rashi, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
No, Mansi, please say, and then I can.
No, no.
Please,
So
please.
Atin, I'm just thinking about, how the journey started with Krishna saying that you surrender, I will liberate, right? These were the two words: you surrender, I will liberate, and that has been the theme of your life since then, right? You go through this crisis. Nothing is nothing working. Surrender, and then liberation comes. And that word has become very important in the past few days, right? Because after the channeling, because every time you have gone through this crisis, you have discovered a unique talent of yours. What is very unique about you? The channeling of Sheshnag. But a couple of days ago, you realized that word liberation is now your purpose of life. And could you touch on that? What have you realized? And what is this new talent, this blessing that has descended? I will not even call it talent. It has really descended. You have worked for it, but it has also descended. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So I just, in a short, I will explain basically. So from that liberation come in my mind, that liberation, then there's, and before 2 3 years I started getting, the experience of how one dies basically, and where it goes basically. तो मेरे दिमाग में ऐसे ही था कि किधर जाता है, मरने के बाद. और वो मुझे एक्सपीरियंस होने लगे थे, जिससे मुझे मौत ने मेरा पैर खींचा. वो एक्सपीरियंस हुआ मुझे. द डेथ, मतलब मेरे पाँव खींचा, और आई वाज डिसअपीयरिंग. So I realized कि मौत के बाद, every words, the word, learning everything which is in words, it going to disappear. There is no value of words basically. So I just realized कि मौत जब होती है, जब सारा collapse हो जाता है जो शब्दों में है. फिर उसके बाद मेरी जब दादी, when my daddy died, before 9 months, I got the dream that how my daddy disappearing in the unknown, like disappearing, not in the body, but disappearing. And I realized how the person disappear in after death. So it was a message for me कि उनके साथ रह लो, she is disappearing. And उसके बाद मुझे काफी, like I experienced, so there's a long story how I experienced the Purvaj, how I experienced the blessing of Purvaj, how divine they are basically, the Ashirvad, जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना Purvaj के आशीर्वाद. But when you actually experience, you really will have tears. It is so blessing, it's so blissful. I was having tears when I really experienced the, Purvaj through my dadi. And so this all happened. And can I share one related story about liberation, or it's
Yes, Atul.
Yeah, then please.
yeah. So what happened, so my dadi, so much experience happened, whole journey of dadi 9 months. I had experience of how she's disappearing. So what dadi used to say, she was used to say मैं कहाँ जाऊँ, because she's going into, the space, and वो कुछ experience नहीं space का. तो मैं उनने कहाँ जाऊँ, तो मैं बोलता अंदर जाओ. पर उसका मैं, if you not meditating, you don't know. So what happened, my chachi suddenly died basically in between. My chachi died, and she used to so much love me, and she used to curse everyone but not me. She used to say you are Bhagwan, and तुमको तो मैं कुछ नहीं बोल सकती, and she was so much in love with me. So जब वो ICU में थी and mentally, so I told her that yeah, chachi, you used to consider me a Bhagwan, so I will help you in your liberation. I told her. So मैंने बोला क्योंकि मानसी है, शिवो सर है, क्वांटो लाइफ है, तो I have confidence that yeah we can help. So I told her that I will help you. Obviously, ventilator pe she was unconscious. Obviously, unconscious is she was almost gone. So at the same day, same night, 1:30, my chachi come into his son body. Same day. It was a proof. Same day she come, and so I hold her hand because I have confidence on quantum vibration field that we can be safe, any soul. So उसके सोल भी आई और उसकी मम्मी भी आई साथ में. तो कन्हैया was saying she is very powerful, she is saying we can destroy your family. उसके बाद भी काफी हुआ, वो काफी लिबरेशन हुआ उसके बाद, बहुत स्टोरी लंबी. So she was saying to me, तो I was तो मेरे साथ एक ही होता है, जब भी कोई आता है I also go and talk with Mansi. So I was like, without asking my chachi's soul, so I said go and talk with Mansi. So she said to her son that अभी इतना ही हमारे साथ था, एंड उसको जाने दो. तो मानसी ने बोला, मैंने मानसी को कॉल किया, मानसी ने बोला you need not to, Mansi just seen her soul and where she is, and she's seen her soul, her mother's soul. Mansi said no, she not need to go with her mother but with the devas, because her mother was not liberated, तो liberated soul के साथ नहीं जानी, देवों के साथ जानी चाहिए. तो मैंने कहा अच्छा, रात को 1:30 बजे मैं इन्वोक करूंगा. आई वॉज लाइक अफ्रेड कि सोल आई है, अब चाची रहेगी तो जब तक ठीक है, जब सोल हो जाती है जब डर लगता है. सो शी वाज सो शी वाज नो, आई वाज अफ्रेड कि भैया आप चाची भले इतना प्यार करती हो बट सोल के फॉर्म में आती है, तो इट वाज अफ्रेड. सो रात को 1:30 बजे आई वाज, अभी मेरे को लग रहा है कि उसको पीछे वो गई है चाची. I was just feeling she's someone before me, and मानसी said invoke control life. ओ चाची को भी बुलाओ, चाची को भी बुलाओ, दादी को भी बुलाओ, तो सबको बुलाओ. तो हम तो सोच रहे कि जाए, वो मानसी बोले बुलाओ. So I was like afraid. So I just invoked control field. The moment I invoked control field, I was safe. It was so wonderful. I was completely saved by soul. You understand? Even any of you invoke Conto 3 times in any situation, like we invoke, we have Hanuman Chalisa, invoke 3 times Conto life. You are going to see any situation.
You know what, Atin? I'm just feeling inspired. I feel this right now. How many of you would like to, because this is just coming up, how many of you would like to experience the quantum vibrational field right now? Because I know most of the people who are joining for the first time. Can you just let me know? Because I need to sense your energy. Can you just write a yes? I see Dr. Asiji raising his hands. How many of you just tune in whether you really feel like experiencing it right now? Okay. Okay. So we're going to do this together, okay? I invite all the Quantos to step in. Yeah. Everyone, wherever you are, just relax. Just relax. We have many channels in here. We have our master channel, that is Shivo, Atin, Kavita, Rashi, Nitika, Preeti, Dirgha, Prachiti, Rupali. We have all the channels right here. Have the presence of Devas. We'll scan our body. Feel the top of your head, your connection to the source, your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, the front of your body, your heart, lungs, intestine, genitals, your legs, all the way to your toes. Feel the back of your body from your crown to your sixth chakra. If you don't know the location, that's okay. Just feel, just observe your body from your head, your back of your head, going down to your pineal gland, your sixth chakra, your throat, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, Swadhisthana Mooladhara. And now repeat with me. Quanto, quanto, quanto. Now just be with this quantum vibrational field. It's all around you. Just observe it. How does it feel? And where do you feel it? Is it in your body? It is outside? It's in the aura? Just feel it. It's all around you. I can feel all of us connecting there. If you have felt anything, please let us know in the chat. You can slowly open your eyes. You know, after the experience of quantum vibrational field, I like to rub my palms, just put them on my eyes, and massage it in my body, and slowly open my eyes. Namaste. Thank you, Meena. Meena felt a soothing energy flow. This is amazing, Meena. Are you joining us for the first time in this kind of? experience quantum life?
No, this is my second time.
Wow, but it is wonderful, Meena. You're already a part, if you feel that, you're already a part of all of us and of this overall vibration field. Kavita says she's vibrating.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
I
much.
welcome. Oh, thank you, Meena ji.
Thank
Thank
you. Mansi, I have a
Drop the
small
G.
uh,
Yes.
G is the cherry on the cake. I like the G. That's why I
Okay,
said
I
that.
will do that then.
Um, I would like. I have a query, curiosity right from day one when I came
Yes,
in. What is
yes.
this word quanto? Where does it come from?
Okay. Okay, let's get into this. So when you are really going very deep into sadhana, okay, when you are
G.
accessing the psychic fields that Atan is talking about, or going even beyond, there are many dimensions. When you go there, right, there are only three things that you can do. Okay, one thing is you can write ecstatic. You can go into ecstatic poetry. Okay, you can go into, you can
Yes.
become like Meera. You can become like Meera, or even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was a scholar and he just descended into dance. Because what will you do with that energy? And if you have felt that energy, please share. Okay, if you're feeling it, because that acknowledgement, just that acknowledgement, written and verbal, just accelerates that. It adds in. It is our contribution, because we have felt, we have received, and now we give. So I welcome everyone to share. So you can go into that ecstatic poetry, or you can share miracles that happen, which Kavita shared, which
Hmm.
Atin
Hmm.
shared, which Rashi and Nitika have not shared, but only a person who has experienced them can really even interact. Only that person. So even they have experienced it. This is the second thing. The third thing, the closest that comes to that experience is quantum physics.
Okay.
And that is where when Shivo started, when all this started descending on him, the closest thing that he found it in Hindu metaphysics, where he always shares this example of, we all know the origin story, the origin of the earth or the origin of the universe story. But there is this one particular origin story where Brahma opens his eyes. Okay, Brahma opens his eyes and the world is created. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what is that opening of eyes? That is observation. He observes. In his observation, the world is created. Now, what does quantum science say? Quantum physics says that observation is one of the greatest acts of creation. So there you have the quantum. So that is also speaking the language. We are integrating. I would not say quantum physics have figured out every single mystery that spirituality has, and they both have approached it through different ways. And that is what is happening in the ascending yoga, that these two different, diverse, seemingly polar opposite spheres of life are integrated. Right?
Okay.
Then if you want to go even more technical, we can, there is this. I'm going to tap into what I've heard from Shivo, but also my life as a college professor in chemistry. That Young did this very famous double slit experiment. Okay, and they were trying to find out that whether light is a wave or a particle. This was like one of the biggest burning questions all over science. It's a wave or a particle, because there were experiments like it is doing interference and there is diffraction, and yes, that there is the wave nature, and then you have the photoelectric which theory which Einstein was propagating. That's where it's particles. So which one is it? And so there was this very famous thought experiment, Young's thought experiment. There was double slit experiments. And in all those, because in experiment, you have to set up like a outcome to receive the results of the experiment. And when they did that, they found that when they set up the apparatus to see it being observed as a wave, they found it as a wave. When the outcome was set up as a particle, they found the wave as a particle. So this is the duality. So you see, it depends on the observer how you set it up.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
so this became, and then Shiva declared, that observation is the greatest act of creation. And
Oh, yes.
that echo was found in quantum physics. So the word, and he would talk about quantum physics. Now, Shivo, even though we completely respect him, we bow down to him, but he has allowed us to also be nutcut. There is this space allows all that. We make fun. We actually, as hosts, we rename people's names. Suddenly Quanto Athan will give him a sudden, like he can even get a name like Dramebas sometimes because that's what he's doing. We all like we are allowed to have fun. And he was, and I think Shivo is also an amazing astrologer. He's invented this whole new, whole new dimension in astrology. So we were in this astrology class, and he would keep talking about quantum physics. Okay, so one day I was like, just called him Quanto in fun. Okay. And that name stuck.
Spirituality is fun, basically.
Yeah.
Spirituality is
Yes, there
having
is a
fun
joy,
with
there
the
is a
divine.
playfulness. There's a playfulness to all that. And that is how
Yes.
the word Quanto came to being. I never thought, that this is how, many of you must be knowing the Big Bang Theory. And not the Big Bang Theory, yeah, the Big Bang. And that was, I think, Hoyle, the Hubble or Hoyle of this famous physicist. And when he heard this theory, he had his own solid state theory. When he heard of this theory, he's like, this is so ridiculous, and he called it Big Bang. He was making
Okay.
fun of it. He called it Big Bang, but that's the name that stuck.
No, but as I was telling you,
So that's how the word Quanto came.
thank you very much for this explanation. It's been a very nice and expansive and very entertaining kind of an explanation you've given us. Mansi, I've been watching you from day one. And yes, I've had my own spiritual experiences, which have been very, 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 very intense. And I see myself as one with the divine, with the Devi, actually. I feel she is in me and I'm in her. When I go to a
Mhm.
temple, I don't feel I'm visiting some temple. I feel I'm visiting home, you know.
Oh.
And yes, so there have been many experiences I've had, and someday maybe when people would like to know or something, I would probably tell them a few which have been very, very, very rewarding for me. And they've changed me totally. It's been life
Uh, uh,
changing.
uh, uh,
And now I conduct workshops. And I just
it's
finished one
amazing.
just a few days ago, which I call Romancing Life, because spirituality is nothing but romancing life. Okay.
Meena ji, this is so amazing. We invite such talented people like you
Mm,
and we want to be associated. So I would love to connect with you after
please.
this. I would love to connect with you. I also invite you to join our Devicey program, because really we are all in the space of giving and receiving and creating something
Exactly.
greater. When the whole point of collaboration, Shiv was always, he was writing this thing about he's finishing his book. One book is becoming 5 books, but he's working on his book Quantum Life from Chaos to Creation. And
Mm,
he was writing about what is an avatar. And he would always tell me, Mansi, you know what, if someone who is much greater than comes in my life, then it is the greatest blessing. I'm asking for that, because that's whom I want to learn from. So this is our quantum philosophy. So I invite you to become a part. And when you do that, we will become a part. We'd love to join your workshops also. So I really invite, let's take this conversation forward, and we'll
certainly.
connect with you, and we
Certainly.
will uh, we will take this forward. And I invite many, and
Okay.
I'm sure there are many new people. There's so many new people. We don't know you. Tell us who you are in Deva Magic group, and we would love. This is
Yeah.
a gathering of, we wanted to be the gathering of the most talented, soulful people who are not just talented, but they also are soulful, and they want to do something for, the whole world and themselves.
Yeah. We have to reach out, Mansi. We can't teach people. My slogan is, I don't teach, I don't preach, I reach. I reach out. So we
Thank you
have to
so
reach
much.
out, and we've got to give what we have. You can't
Thank,
give anything what you don't have. And each
Absolutely,
one of
absolutely,
us,
Meena.
each one of us has something to give. We are not poor. Each one of us is rich of something or the other, and we
I
can
would
give
like
that.
to add here that we are divine beings. So that is the reason we are called human beings. Thank you so much, Meena ji, and we would love to connect with you and
Thank you
welcome
very
you to
much.
join our family. And
Thank
looking
you.
ahead to learn more from you. That's so nice of you.
Yeah, spirituality is romancing life. That is what I say.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
I just
Spirituality
want
is
to
fun.
I want to thank Dr. Asit Mahapatra too. Thank you so much, sir, for joining in
You're
and
Yeah.
welcome.
for feeling.
That was so
Thank you
nice.
so
So no,
much for
I'm
joining.
delighted. I'm delighted, and kind of this kind of experience are very rare. So we from the corporate, we always talk about something which is. I'm from HR, so Rasi can reserve with me. I worked for 36 years in the area of HR, and for the
Oh,
last 10 years, I've
awesome.
been teaching in various IIMs, and I'm currently a professor at IIM Ranchi. But this is a totally new thing. Destiny has brought people together. If I'm not joined that program, probably I would not have come across a wonderful group like yours.
Yeah, we
Asit
want
ji,
to
you would
really
love it.
thank Dr. Shabana and Dr. Shamara. She was, of Maven, and she recently joined our Money Wisdom program. And again, we want to, we love this collaboration of such talented people. And over to you, Rashi. I know I have just jumped in and I have like taken a lot of time, but over to
It
you,
was so
Rashi.
beautiful. Thank you. Love your interventions, Mansi. Anytime, anytime. Okay, Prachiti, do I have time? Can I ask one more last question from Atin?
Yeah, Rashi, we have some time constraint,
Yeah,
but yeah, let's keep it short. Yeah, thanks so much.
definitely, Rashi, yes.
Atin, can I request you to please narrate that Vrindavan incident for us? If you can keep it little short.
Atin, yes, take us to Vrindavan. I just want to share that Vrindavan was a contour trip. Shivo, Atin, me, my son. There were many others. Deepa Didi, had you joined? I don't remember. Maybe not. But we had met her just before. So this was and yes, Atin. Over to you. What happened to Vrindavan? Let's just go to Vrindavan with Atin and with Contour. Take us there, Atin.
Take us to Vrindavan, Atin. Would love to. Atin, you are on mute. Just unmute yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, so as I remember about Vrindavan, so it was amazing experience because as I shared that Krishna helped me, from there. So we went into Vrindavan. Whole group, Mansi was there. She was her, she was her bring us there. How to meditate in the temple. He taught us there. So basically, what happened is Mansi, before Vrindavan we went, Mansi 2 3 months before Mansi took out one card, tarot card for me, which is Krishna and the one person was burning. So in Vrindavan, like I had so much, in Vrindavan, so much eruption start happening to me, because I was somewhere, so much Kanto people are connected with the Mahabharata stories. So that time so much for my life also, so many life also was connected with that time. So much eruption was start happening. And that time I think Sheshnag Bhagwan already blessed me, I think maybe after that. And so much eruption was happening to me, and I was at my worst form, from my every negative pattern start coming on my surface, because everyone in the group was started experiencing Krishna, and I was not experiencing Krishna. And I used to hate Krishna from the beginning. अगर किसी ने जय श्री कृष्ण बोला तो मुझे इतना गुस्सा आता था. I was angry, like कोई बोल रहा है जैसे कोई महात्मा गांधी की जय, like समझाए, Mahatma Gandhi is a good person. But I used to get so much angry about Krishna, and I used not to go to Krishna temple. So I was so much angry about it कि सबको दर्शन हो रहे, मुझे क्यों नहीं हो रहे. तो फिर मैं एक जगह बैठ के, आप तुम ही आओ यहाँ पे, like I was again inviting, and I was so angry at him that I was saying that तुम्हारी इतनी सारी गोपियां मुझे एक दे दो. Like I was so it was so angry because every negative pattern started coming, for me. And that day I really experienced the, like the eruption of my pattern. So I would tell later on कि वो कृष्णा का क्या relationship था. उसके बाद so I should not reveal it.
Atin, can you share about what you saw? बोल दो जो तुम्हारी पास्ट लाइफ स्टोरी जो तुमने देखी वो बोल दो
अतिन, आज बोल दो, मुझे भी नहीं पता.
So
I just want to say, friends, that we live in a world, it is very vulnerable to share these things that you see in the psychic plane. So in spite of going through all this, and this is a space of brave hearts, and Atin has been very brave, but it is, some of these things seems incredible, they seem unbelievable. So Atin, this is a gathering of souls. Yeah, go ahead.
So much poison basically started coming to me, and मैं neck में अपना poison वो सारा feel कर पा रहा था, and it was so poisonous that I used to sleep, मतलब मम्मी के पास सोता था, और जैसे डेथ हो जाती है ना किसी बूढ़े आदमी की, जैसे तड़पता है, इस तरफ से मैं मम्मी के गोद में लेट गए, और बिफोर गोइंग टू वृंदावन पूरे शरीर में फफोले पड़े हुए थे, ऐसा फील हो रहा था भीतर से, और बहुत सफरिंग था, बहुत सफरिंग. क्योंकि उसके बाद जो क्लीनिंग हुई है, जब कृष्णा के एक्सपीरियंस शिवा सर के मिलने के बाद जो 10-12 साल क्लीनिंग हुई है, तो इट वाज वेरी इंटेंस, बहुत पेनफुल था मेरे लिए. और आई वाज फ्रॉम हेड टू टो, आई वाज फीलिंग जैसे फफोले पड़ गए बॉडी में, सो मच पॉइजन वाज कमिंग अप. एंड so I realize I got that like understanding, and like I got this experience that I was the Kaliya Nag. So that was the one of my life. And so उसके बाद भी काफी स्टोरीज हुई है कैसे मेरा पॉइजन निकला.
Yes, and this was the key, this was the key, that today he can connect to all these psychic dimensions, and he can liberate souls. And we have seen live demonstrations, like it's helped so many families, including his family would like curse him all the time that you're hopeless, you're good for nothing. But then, he was able to liberate people in his family, and his family came to him for that. And now in that sphere of life, Atin is the guru for all of them, all these people who have been like, you're hopeless. So yes, his journey, he realized that he was Kaliya Nag, and it made sense why he would hate Krishna so much. And then this whole journey of his surrender and other past lives, they all started getting revealed. And I know we are going long, but Atin, I have to share this one thing. When we were in Mathura, right? Atin, in Mathura, Atin was like, Mansi, you've not given me attention, I'm not going to eat. Okay, and it seems like very childish, but in that moment, when Shiva is there, when all these conscious souls are there, then it is, like you really, something that you could have just been a small thing, and people would have just said, oh, Atin, khalo. I was also like, I'm done with this. I'm like, no, you don't eat. This blackmail and also this thing was going on. And then Shiva was there, in that consciousness, we came to know that one of his deepest childhood patterns, Atin, I don't know if you want to tell, but his deepest childhood pattern was that his mom was very busy. His mom was very busy when he was born. There were too many responsibilities. And Atin developed this, that I have to say I'm not well, because when he would say I'm not well, I'm not feeling well, is when he would get attention from his mother. And he would get fed. So this whole pattern, this childhood, yes, Atin, this whole childhood pattern.
And so one more thing I want to share, that जब मैं घर गया मथुरा से, था मेरी हालत पूरी खराब हो चुकी थी, because I was so much, like so much imprint was there, and I was so much tired, and so much poison was coming up. And मेरी मम्मी पापा ने बोला तुमको क्या कर दिया, तुम तो घूमने गए थे, what happened?
Yeah, so the point really is that once his childhood patterns are there, they are ruling your life. Like so many times, Atin would have acted out that pattern and no one saw. He would have acted in different ways, not just in food. Everywhere when he wanted attention, he would have been, okay, I'm going to throw this tantrum, and I'm going to emotionally, and we all do emotional manipulations. We are all like, this is not a journey of sons. You
So
know,
I was not
they
used to eat
all
3 days, 4 days in
no,
my.
yeah, he was okay with not eating 3 days, 4 days.
So I was
He
just,
could, he could, he could do that. And when this pattern came, right, the moment you become aware, everyone becomes aware, and then in this field you can transcend it. So
yeah,
all these miracles, all this who he is, all this being a channel, all his gifts started revealing once that subconscious came out. Once that subconscious came out and he started dissolving it, is when all these miracles started happening.
yeah, absolutely.
And this is what happens. This is why we go into that. And in this conscious company, like in this device, dissolve your conflicts, you go to the root pattern of your childhood. What is that root pattern? Then all this will start, because until then you're living a very mediocre life, or whatever, wherever you are living, even if it seems excellent, that you are capable of much more excellence. Okay, so really, really, please, if you feel inspired right now, just join this. Yes. So Rashi, anything
So
more?
I
Yeah.
think we can end.
Yeah,
I think
Mansi,
both
we are,
some, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, we should.
Thank you
We'll
so
go
much,
to the
Thank
Mansi.
you,
yeah.
Atin.
Thank
And
you,
he's going
thank
to
you
be
very
one of
much.
the coaches. He's going to be one of the coaches in that program. So is Rashi. Nitika is, of course, our head coach. And all these people, you're going to get to know them even more, and they are going to be in your life, helping you figure out what are your patterns and where there is a space for miracle. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashi,
Thank you.
Mansi, Shiv sir,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
Atin.
you,
Thank you,
Prachita. Thank you.
Mansi.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Over to you, Prachiti.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rashi. Great, Atin. Salute to you. Really great. And thank you so much, Mansi, as always. You bring in just the relevant questions. You bring in exactly what we want to hear. My dear audience, I'm so grateful to you. You've all been so patient. The only request I would make is you express yourselves through the chat box, your queries. And if you want to join in, if you want any inquiry regarding any program, just put in a message in the chat box and we'll take care. Atin described so many of those beautiful experiences that he values them so much. Uh, Such experiences, yes, the person who gets to have them um, realizes himself, right? And these experiences certainly come from whatever we already have in our subconscious as our bank balance that we call, right? But another thing that we are taught in Quanto Life is not to get stuck in those experiences. Bad if they are, we observe, dissolve them, let them go. Good if they are, yeah, we observe them, learn the values, dissolve them, let them go. We move ahead. Ultimately, we have to move ahead. And we now move ahead in the program. I'm going to welcome a very charming, a very beautiful, our own Quanto Rupali. She, the moment you will meet her, you will realize what is generosity, what is charity, what is love, and how she spreads it. She is an epitome of all these emotions. Rupali, if you are around, she is a mom to a beautiful teenage girl, and she is also a Matru Shakti healer. She's a volunteer with many NGO groups also. Rupali is here in front of us. Welcome, Rupali.
Thank you, Prachiti, for this wonderful introduction. Pranam, everyone. Today, I'm here to introduce a very, very special contour and contour Mukul. So, Mukul, he is a lead analyst with a international bank. And what is special about Mukul is his foundation. He also works for social causes, and he has an organization named after his mother, Jayashree Foundation. So, being a loving son, and he also is a doting father to dearest Om, naughty Nutcut Om. So he's 4 year old. So basically, Jayashree Foundation, he is like into many activities like food donations to Adivasis. Like it is like be well-being of every being. That is the motto of Jayashree Foundation. and Mukul lives up to that. So, be it food donations to Adivasis, giving medicines to transgenders, PPE kits to the hospital workers and the municipal workers, like and even tree plantation drives. So, Mukul tries to reach each and every being in his own special, unique ways. And he is also a critic, and we always tries to criticize, but it is good to have critics around us. So we all love Mukul. And not only that, we also, like Mansi mentioned a while back about changing names. So we also have Mukul, especially called as Konto Shani. So he is the Shani Dev for us. And yeah, so not only all good things about him, I'll also like to tell about his no joke fights with Dr. Kavita. Like Tom and Jerry, they keep on fighting, and like, okay, so he has that aspect also. So welcome Mukul, welcome to Control Life.
Thank you, Rupali. Am I audible? Clearly audible?
Yes, you are audible. So
Okay,
would you like to tell us more about yourself?
sure. So, uh, thanks for the wonderful introduction and the unique things that you said about me. My name is Mukul Patil. I'm from a middle class Maharashtrian family. There's a lot of noise. Where is it coming?
Rupali, can you go on mute for some time while he's speaking?
Okay, all right. So I belong to a Maharashtrian family. I'm a person who grew up thinking, looking those Bollywood movies wherein heroes are, good guys. They work hard, they don't drink, they don't smoke, and eventually they get the beautiful girls. I grew up thinking like that. That's the life. That's how one should live life. Study hard, get job, get married, and have a good family. But in 2006, there was a period of 7, 8 years in my life from 2006 till 2014, wherein a lot of incidences happen in my life at personal level as well as family level, and that's when I realized my understanding of life is not complete. I was right in some aspects, but that wasn't the complete understanding of life. Then I started searching for answers because I am a very logical person. I work in IT. I'm a computer engineer. I want logical answers for everything, and I'm infamous for that. I would say not famous. So I started searching for answers, and then I came across one interview of Vivekananda where someone asked him this question, same exact question: "What is life?" And Vivekananda gave a very frightening answer. Vivekananda said, "We don't know." Vivekananda did not say, "I don't know." He said, "We don't know." That means all. He said on behalf of all the yogis out there that none of us know what is life. Life is Leela and Maya. These are the two words, and try to develop your own understanding out of it and experience. Go through it. And then I realized if this guy don't know what is life, what are my odds of finding out the answers? So then I realized, okay, maybe it's a very profound question to find answers for. Let me find simple answer. What does one want from life? Right. This is the question all of us are asking at any point of life, that what is life and what we want from life. So I also want to ask the audience what is their understanding, what they want from life. If they can put in chat in 2 3 words, not big sentences, in simple words. If you can't explain in simple words, that means you haven't understood. It has to be simple. Please put it in chat boxes if you want to answer. So when I started exploring this, right, what does one want from life, then I realized all of us are looking for freedom from our limitations. This is the simplest. Okay, this is not the answer, but this is the simplest answer that I could comprehend and I could deep dive into. We want freedom from life, freedom from limitations. And this is the reason we like superheroes, right? Superheroes, they seem to have very little or no limitations. This is the only reason we seek God, because God is supposed to liberate us, right? So this was my understanding, and then I started digging more and more. Okay, so what are the limitations? Why do we feel limited? So I realized that we are emotional beings, and because of our emotions, we get stuck in life. When things don't happen the way we want, we feel sad. And so I started looking into spirituality, because babajis are supposed to know everything in the world, right? So that's where we start. And being in IT, I started searching online, all this and that. I started doing spiritual courses. I started with Isha Foundation. Therein I met my first spiritual mentor. And then he introduced me somebody called Hani Vachani, who is a life coach. And then she introduced me to Dr. Mohan Pakre, who is also a Conto, and Mohan Pakre introduced me to Conto Life. So, this is about me. This is my journey in nutshell, and this is how I got introduced to Conto Life.
Wow. That's wonderful, Mukul. Since you have been a part of so many spiritual organizations, so what difference do you find between others and Conto Life?
Right, very good question. Right, I have done a lot of spiritual courses from Isha Foundation, Art of Living, Vipassana, Eternal Power Foundation, Zen Yoga, and these are the big names. And smaller ones are, they are infinite. So what I realize is Conto Life is a active spiritual path. The famous ones, those are passive spiritual paths, wherein you know there is no there is little focus on developing your unique fragrance. In Conto Life, the lot of focus is on identifying who you are, what is your uniqueness. I think that's what grabs my attention. And I remember it was 2016. It was my first interaction with Shivo and Mansi. There used to be a program called Mystic Hero. It was a online interaction with Shivo and Mansi on Facebook, and that was the best discussion I had with any spiritual person. I'll just give one example in the interest of time. So I was arguing with Shivo. She was telling me that you need to, also look into your past, and I said, why? Don't we need to live in present? Because at that time I was reading this Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a very fantastic book. So I was in that zone of living in present moment. Then Shivo said something, and that completely changed my perspective. Shivo said, present is a summation of past and future. I will repeat. Present is a summation of past and future. Whatever we are doing right in present moment, everything what has happened in past, it impacts us, and based on that, what will happen tomorrow, that also impacts us. So that changed my thinking. And Shiva said, you are most welcome to ask questions. We have group for this. And I said, this is what I wanted, wherein I can interact with a living master. There are many living masters, but what are our chances of interacting with them? I am a diehard Sadhguru fan. Okay, I have deep respect for him, but I haven't interacted with him even once. I have gone to satsang. It's very difficult to interact with living master because of the obvious reasons. So the uniqueness of Quanta Life is, this is the signature process that we have, is freedom from sadness, which you call as synthesis. Those who are new to Contour terms, the way other organizations have meditation, we have synthesis process. It is different than meditation, but you can correlate that it is a kind of meditation. But it is very very active process. It is very mind engaging. You won't feel bored when you do the process. And the name of the process is freedom from sadness. Everyone has some kind of sadness hidden inside them. uh, so it targets those emotions which are stored in your body, and over the years they form patterns and then they become diseases. So it is a very key process. I would request everyone to experience it through the DYC program. And second unique thing, which is unique word is very common these days. Everything is unique, right? So I would say a very rare thing and very extraordinary thing that Conto Life stands for is when Shio and Mansi says partner with gods. I mean, can we really comprehend the meaning of it? Partnering with gods. Here we find difficult to partner with humans. And Shiva says partner with gods. I mean, this is, I think, for human beings, this is the highest level of respect that we can have, that we live rise to a level where we can partner with gods. So I think this is very very extraordinary thing that Conto Life is doing. And some of us may find it difficult to understand the word miracles. So the scientific or technical word or a replacement to it would be synchronicity. Now there is a n number of research available on the science of synchronicity. So people who want to explore more, they can explore. I have experienced a lot of synchronicities in my life, and that's where I find Conto Life, a very, very unique organization. And I'm not saying that other organizations are not good. They are very, very good, equally good. But Conto Life is something, this is the organization of the current and the future era, wherein creation has a lot of value. As Shivo says, there are yoga cycles. There are deep research that he has done on the yoga cycles. I'll just give one simple insight. Then people will be able to relate. Otherwise, yoga cycles, they will feel it is some kind of number jumbo term, right? So if you look at various religions that we have, Hindu religion, there are 10 Vishnu avatars, right? There is no mentioning of 11th. Sikh religion also 10 gurus. Uh, Jain religion 24 Tirthankar. There is no mentioning of 25th. You getting it what I'm saying? Then why is it so? Have we ever thought about it? What is going to happen? Is world going to end? Did the world end? No, we are living, right? We are right here. So something has ended. The world has not ended, but something has ended. So what has exactly changed? So that's the question. If we ask and if we do the scientific research, we'll realize that it is the yoga cycle. It is the consciousness that has changed in past 300 years, and we have realized it very, very clearly in past 25 years. So that is again one of the very, very unique thing about Quantum Life, which talks about that the Kali Yuga, the lowest consciousness cycle is over. And we are in ascending Dwapar Yuga. The consciousness is ascending, so creation has a lot of value. In descending cycles, creation has no value. Survival was the highest value. So nobody talk about creation, nobody worship Brahma. There was only one temple of Brahmaji in India or in the whole world, I guess. The guy who created this world, we were not worshipping him. Can you imagine? Because that was the time of lowest consciousness. Creation has no value. Now creation has a lot of value. So, there are many, many such insightful, Quantum Life is full of wisdom, pearls of wisdom. So I can keep on talking and talking. I have been with Shiva and Masi from, I think, last 5 years now, from 2016. And I have realized a lot. And I'm a very simple guy. I don't get the psychic experiences the way Kavita and Atin shared. Right? They are very extremely intelligent, talented people. I am a very ordinary guy. I experience synchronicities. Okay, if I focus on something and I need help, I invoke Quantum field and I get the help. I have experienced this during the tree plantation of my foundation last year, where we wanted to plant trees in a specific way, in a Miyawaki plantation technique way. It is a Japanese technique. I won't go into the details, but there were a lot of complications involved, and all of a sudden everything started fitting in. The two people who were fighting for that place, I was doing plantation in a temple, and there were two group of people who had a conflict, and they said, "Don't plant people tree here; it should be 50 feet away because ghosts come on the people trees." So those kind of things are there, were there, but everything fall in place, and I end up getting help from both. I got the fertilizer from the same person, and I planted trees in that place. And Rupali, you were also there in that project. So that's there. And latest in the COVID time, when we were distributing this homeopathy medicine, arsenical 130. We conducted a small drive in Kandivali, wherein we distributed that medicines to the auto drivers, because they had higher exposure to the common people, so they were more at risk. So we thought it's better if we distribute them, because they don't have awareness as such. And at that time, it wasn't very, very well known. It was in May, June time frame. Now everybody knows. So we finished that initiative, and one of the auto driver came to me and he said, "Why don't you come to our locality, our apartment? Nobody has awareness that this medicine can be given and it can improve our immunity." So I said, "Okay, how many people, how many families are there?" He said, "There are 50 families." And I said, "Okay, let me see." And whatever I had already distributed, and I don't know if I'll be able to procure. But you give me your name, and I'll see what can I do, and I'll call you if I manage it. And I came home. I started having lunch. Doorbell rang, and our society supervisor handed over a parcel to my wife. And after lunch, I opened that parcel and I found there were this homeopathy medicines. Somebody distributed in our area, and those were the leftovers. So I said, "Wow, fantastic." When I counted the bottles were exactly 50, not 49, not 51. It was exactly 50. And I have that
Whoa.
photo, and I will never forget that photo. This is synchronicity. Things happen out of in unexpected ways. So that's a
Mukul, you are very modest. You are very modest. and this is just one example, but you've had so many examples, because normally when we are trying to find something, we have to do so much effort. Who's the right, look into your networks, ask there, ask this, then you don't have the money, you don't have the right money coming in, you don't have the right place. Even when it came to your foundation, just miraculously people have come, no, the right person at the right time. And like
Yeah, it was,
really, it
and
is
the
unbelievable.
and the surprising thing is, the person who helped me with the plants, he he is the founder of Mission Green Mumbai. He is very famous guy in Mumbai. He has been nominated to Padma Shri. And when I called him first time, he said, I give only neem trees. And I said, I want diversity because I want to plant it in a Miyawaki way. The diversity is very important. Otherwise, there won't be, butterflies, squirrels, birds. The diversity won't be there. And I told him, this is the preparation I have done just to get the urine of the desi cow. I have struggled so much. There is no desi cow. All are, Jersey or Holsteins. And then he was so impressed that you are more passionate than me. Then he helped me a lot. Then he gave me all the varieties. He also brought someone who gave me donation right on the spot. And I'm happy to share that Kalpana ji is right there on this meeting. And I'm really thankful to her. And that's where, Mansi, if you remember, we got that project of 100-acre land where we were supposed
Yes.
to do the plantation, but this was pre-COVID times. Now that project is delayed. But there are many things that I can go on saying. But to the new people, I would say experience the process. There is nothing like than experiencing it yourself. Whatever we say, you may remember now, you may feel impressed for some time, but unless you don't experience, it will not stay with you. I mean,
Mukul,
you
and
can
I want
ask
to
any
admit
question.
something. I want to admit something that, when you first said, and Rupali, I don't know if this was a part of your question, but when Mukul had first said that he wants land. Okay, now this guy lives in Western Mumbai, right? And as he said, he's a lead analyst at a good, you know, at this bank. And then he's saying that I want this land in Mumbai, in Western Mumbai, to plant trees. And I am like, are you kidding me? Like, how expensive, like you get one little flat, like how, like it, I mean, you're like, when you take it as a typical person, you're like, okay, is he crazy? And he did find land in one of the most expensive places. And this whole story of how he went the kiting, it is unbelievable for me. I mean, yes, you are very upfront, Mukul, that yes, you don't, when you do this meditation, you don't feel this tingling, the psychic, yes. But the way these synchronicities, just people like land in Mumbai, Western Mumbai, how do you find that? And you did. It just came to you one day when you were going to some temple and they are like, here's the land. Where does this happen?
And it was a land in conflict.
Yeah,
So
it was a land in conflict, but he got it. He got it.
everything got sorted fantastically. Yes.
Yes, Rupali.
So here's the synchronicity magnet, Mukul.
I know. I'm also rubbing shoulders with Mukul. Everyone, just rubbing shoulders with Mukul. We all need this.
Mind you, the synchronicities happen when you have noble cause in mind. For your own self, you'll have to, work hard. I cannot say that I want 100 crore overnight and there will be gold coins in my wallet.
Yes,
It won't work that way.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
I hope I'm not giving wrong impression. Let me be
Mukul,
very clear.
you're partnering, right? You're partnering with the Devas, you're
Exactly.
partnering with the people. It is good for everybody. This green space is not just good for the people, it is good for you and your family too. It's good for the, and that is what Shiva says, that's one of the insights of Quanto Life, that it will benefit everybody. It just doesn't benefit one person. So yes.
Exactly. When we dissolve our own subconscious, it also dissolves collective subconscious to a level. That's where we see these miracles happening between the relationship of the two people, even though only one person is doing the process. Right. So there are many things to talk about. I don't know. This is, I mean, if anyone has any particular question, one single question, you can take it, I think, in the interest of time.
Yes, I have a question on this.
Yes.
Would you say synchronicity is very much similar to collective consciousness?
I don't know. Maybe Shivo can answer. Shivo.
because when we say collective consciousness, we say the effect.
See, yes,
Yeah,
Shiva,
carry.
are you coming in? I mean, Shiva is a master, so Shiva, are
Mansi,
you coming? Yeah.
to answer
No, come in, please. Come in,
No,
please.
Mansi, you can also answer. Feel free to answer. You're flowing today.
So Meenaji, your question was: is synchronicity similar to the collective consciousness? So
Yeah.
collective consciousness is, your consciousness, my consciousness, the consciousness of the earth, the consciousness of the universe, because the universe is also evolving. Okay, so that is the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness has needs. It has a subconscious, like it has its own patterns, right? We all have certain conditionings, right? You all have certain desires, right? And then you also have collective conscious, which is we are all observing our little bit of reality. If you're a master, you're observing a bigger piece of reality. If you're depending on, if you're narrow minded, you're observing a smaller piece of reality, but we are all observing reality. That is the collective conscious. And then there's a collective super conscious, which is all the masters, all the devas, angels, even people like Einstein, who have really contributed hugely. And so these are all this collective subconscious. Now what happens is, someone who is, and really this is just coming to me right now as I'm saying this, so someone who is actually in that moment, right, in that moment, able to observe that subconscious of the collective, his own subconscious, the subconscious, and the collective conscious of the conscious and the superconscious. At that moment, he is so aligned that the solution can come. So he can becomes a channel for the solution. See, you have observed, you're observing the subconscious, conscious, and the superconscious. In that complete alignment, the devas, whatever the superconscious is, the masters, the blessings, they can just flow, and that person becomes a channel. So what Mukul was doing was he was observing this whole thing. He's observing the subconscious, the conditionings, how this need, the subconscious need that we don't have this green space. We are destroying it we are not creating it because of our materialism, because it doesn't make money. So that is our conditioning. He's observing all that. He's observing the conscious, what all is available. This temple is available. He's observing that. And he's also connected through the quantum field to the superconscious. So in that moment, when he's present to all this, that divine can lead him to the right place, to the right time. And that is synchronicity. And then it feels like magic. But what it is an alignment.
Come again.
Okay, so
how did you connect it with synchronicity?
Yeah, so synchronicity is then the superconscious helping. The superconscious helping. The superconscious is trying to, let's say in this moment, I'm not in observation. Superconscious is trying to help me, but I cannot listen because I'm not aligned to everything.
So are you saying that this would be, synchronicity would be in line, in connect with the higher consciousness, so that from
yes,
there
and you connect everything. Yes, and you connect everything. Let's say you're just connected to the superconscious. Okay, let's say you're just connected to the superconscious. Then you're like Meera. You don't know, you don't care what's happening in the world, but you are connected to the superconscious. Krishna is descending on you. You are dancing there. Okay, that is just an experience, but you're not connected to the public. Maybe this is just my understanding. You're not connected right now. Like, for example, let's say Kabir, he's talking about the social problems through ecstasy, ecstatic, he's in his dohas, he's addressing the social problems. He's connected to what is the subconscious of the world. That this caste system is happening, these people are just doing job, but they're not really being present to the Deva. He's looking at all that subconscious. He's consciously observing that. Okay, he's consciously observing all that, and he's connected to the superconscious. In that, he can channel the message, and he can bring about transformation of people. So synchronously, the right people will come to him who need transformation. If he needs to transform, the right circumstances will happen. Everything starts getting aligned. And then something happens that, like miracle, like how Mukul gets 50. He needs 50 homeopathic medicines, and he gets 50 of those boxes. So that is synchronicity from his observation and his complete alignment.
That is his complete connect with the
all the levels.
Okay.
So in quantum life, we will not ignore any of them. Okay, we will
Okay.
play in life with the divine
Okay, fine.
and stay
Okay.
conscious to where we are. So that's why, like Atin, he's sharing his faults. Kavita is sharing her faults. Yes, this is what I saw. These are the psychological problems I had as a psychologist.
Okay.
Right? They are observing their subconscious. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
You're
Okay, I
welcome.
think Leela has asked me a question that what is my biggest leap since I joined Conto Life. So thank you, Leela. Wonderful question. The one thing that I distinctly realize is I need to serve people. I need to serve Deva souls, and this was pointed to me by Shivo and Mansi in the first program which we had in 2016. That I am meant to serve the society, and that's the that was the biggest insight at that time, and which materialized in the form of Jai Shri Foundation, and that's what I'm doing. And that is in social domain. In spiritual domain, I am a volunteer of Conto Life. So serving the Deva soul, serving the society is the leap for me. Until then, I wasn't doing it. So it was Conto Life that brought that change in me. Thank you.
Yeah, Mukul, Kalpana ji wants to speak something. So Kalpana ji, please share.
Hello.
Yeah. Kalpana ji, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks, Mukulji, to remember me in your all thoughts.
Kalpana ji, before I forget, let me mention this is also synchronicity. Before, I think at 8:45, Kalpana ji called me and she said, I'm going to be late. I won't be able to join. And as we decided yesterday, I was supposed to speak second after
Yeah.
Kavita. So I think this is
It
also,
was perfectly just I joined and she
we were meant
announced
to
that,
be.
yes, so that is called
Yes.
incidence, happens with us. So just, Mukulji, I wanted to explain that for the Shahpur project, what we are doing and what we have done, how it came in my hand, and what is our plan. So we cannot explain everything, but as per the Quanto life and the thoughts, what you people are discussing. So this is the one seed I got when I attended first Vipassana course in 2006. 2005, I have attended first Vipassana course in Igatpuri. Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, we are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just I thought कि so much land is open and nothing, there is not a single grass on that land. So what we can do on it? What I can help to the Mother Earth? And as per that, I started to think on it. And last year only, I got opportunity with some other work. I got this opportunity that in Shahpur, we are getting hundreds of acres of land to develop in green city. So what we can plant over there, how we can plant, what we can do in that area. Whoever would like to join in this thought, I will welcome all the persons who are interested to take care of the mother land. And Mukulji, thank you very much to invite me in this. And I think so our thoughts are matching. The way are different, though I was the strictly follower of Shiva till my marriage, and after marriage also, and afterwards now I'm following Vipassana. So this is I'm very strict follower of Shiva. So Quanto Shiva, I don't know how much it will help me, or I will get lot of help from, maybe possible that I will get help from Quanto Shiva also. So thank you very much. Just wanted to
Thank you,
share my
Kalpana.
thoughts. That is why I spoken all the things.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. I know you're a pretty busy person. I really appreciate.
Yeah,
And
you can feel
as
my
we
much I am tired, but at least
and
I wanted to attend for you. And incidentally, we are together just now.
definitely, and as we discussed yesterday also, right, in great
Yeah.
details, the DYC program is coming up. So
Hmm.
please join. And as I said, experiencing the process is a
Only
different
time
experience
is my
altogether. And
crisis
I'm
that
the I'm a very average person. Let me confess here. I'm a very average person of the Quanto family. I don't have special talents. Even in other non-spiritual terms also, I'm a very average, ordinary person. And if I can learn so much, people with Vipassana background or with some psychic talent, they'll flourish to a greater strength, greater high. Literally partnering with gods. If you can imbibe these words, I think your journey will start tonight. And if you are impatient, you want to know what is Control Life right now, please go to YouTube. There is a 6 video series. Just
I
type
wanted
all
to,
about Control Life. You
yeah,
will know
due to
the.
busy, I
Share the
that much time to go through everything.
No, no,
Once I,
Kalpana, I'm sharing this in general. I'm not telling this to you. I'm just telling this because a lot of new people have joined today. So I'm
yeah, so
sharing.
we
Yeah,
contact one Shivo person out of it, and I will ask all the questions to them.
yeah. In
definitely, definitely.
Thank
Shiva
you.
is such a guide to all of us. Like he has openly put on the group today morning itself. Like whoever has any questions, please feel free to ask, and all your questions will be answered there. So
Yes,
we have
yes.
such.
Gulji told me that I can ask any question and I can join, but actually I'm not very much deep knowledge about the Shivo, so I would not be able to express or understand anything. If I'll get some, if I'll
Kalpana,
understand properly Kwanto Shivo, then I can put
Uh,
my
uh,
efforts to
uh,
join or what to do.
no, this is
Kalpana ji, yeah,
platform for
yeah, you're welcome. We will connect with you, and we'll connect you to Shivo,
Yeah,
and we would all benefit from those questions. So if you could put it in Deva Magic, and I'll also reach out to you.
yeah,
And we
okay.
will, yeah, we would love, and
Sure,
your
sure.
questions might be the questions of a lot of people here. So we'll take it up on our Deva Magic group. We have this Deva Magic WhatsApp group, so we'll take it up there and continue that
Sure, sure,
conversation there.
sure. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Mansi.
so much. Love you.
Thanks. Okay. So,
okay. Thank you so much, Mukul, for being over here, and thank you, Mansi,
It's my pleasure. Thanks for
for the.
giving opportunity to speak. Uh, Really grateful. Thanks a lot.
So thank you so much, Mukul. Thank you, Rupali. Thank you, Atin. Thank you, Rashi. It has been a wonderful journey. Thank you so much, Dr. Kavita. I know we have overshot the time, but I'll just take few minutes. There were certain questions related to the Dissolve Your Conflicts program. I would just like to answer that. So it's a 9 days program in which all the participants are assigned a coach, and the coach handholds you during these 9 days to go through how the process is to be done. And we the format is on WhatsApp and on Zoom. We have session in at night on the Zoom. It's a 1.5 hour session. Only the first day is a longer session because we explain how the process will work and how things will be. So the first day is a longer session, which is around 2 hours, but otherwise the session ends within 1.5 hour. During the day, there are questions and activities which are posted on the WhatsApp group. So you are, and it is expected from all the participants that they revert on the activities, because basis that answers and basis that activities, we handhold the participants and guide them to dissolve their conflicts. The idea is that you come with your one major conflict, and the resolution starts happening. We reach the root cause of your problem, and it's a continuous process. We encourage our participants to keep joining us, and otherwise also, you know how the process is to be done, you can do it yourself also. So that's how the process works. So it's a 9 days program. So your journey to dissolving your conflict starts. We all have so many conflicts in our life, so we have people who keep on repeating this program also because they feel that this program benefits them, and it's just a 9 days program, so it really helps them. So that is what the program is all about. If there is any more question, I can answer that. Mansi, I hope I didn't miss anything about the format.
No, that is no, you have shared amazingly, and I just want to say that in this program, when we have the celebration day, it is really a celebration because I and Shibu were just sitting there, and everyone was sharing the shifts that they've had in their own life, inside and outside, and it was just like crackers. Every time there would be a crack, every time the person would come like for sharing. We've had participants, like 31 participants. Everyone has had a shift. It is just unanimously amazing program run by Natika and her team. Just kudos.
Thank you so much, Mansi, for this information. Yes, the celebration is where we are uh, honoring our participants because as they are graduating, and they really share, they really love to share, and sharing is a Mahalakshmi quality, as we've been talking about partnering with God. So sharing is a Mahalakshmi quality, which we talk about devas and their essence in our programs. So yeah, it's I can continue to talk and talk, but it's, as Mukul said, that it's experience which you yourself can go through it. It's like, I can keep on explaining how sugar tastes, but till the time you have put the sugar in your mouth, the experience is purely yours. So yeah, so I would welcome everyone to join. Please give us your names. Whoever is interested that we should contact you, whoever wants to know more about Dissolve Your Conflicts. And yes, please do join us on Tuesday. We have Deva Magic program. It's open for all. And this time we will be invoking Osho. Osho is one of the favorite gurus for many of us. In fact, I also started my journey by following Osho. So yeah, I'll be speaking about my journey in one of the programs. So whoever is interested, please share your names. And if Rupali had already shared the group where you can join, so you can join that group also, and all the information about our upcoming programs is posted. Any questions from anyone? You can unmute yourself and ask, or you can post on chat as is convenient. I'll wait for a few moments. Okay, so I'm grateful to Shiva, Amit, Jyotsna, Nandita for sharing their numbers. We will be reaching out to you, and anyone else who's interested. So please do let us know. You have Rupali's number, you have my number. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, so you can reach out to us. Thank you everyone for joining in today. Thank you for taking time out, and thank you for staying with us till so late. And thank you everyone. Thank you Mansi. Thank you Rupali. Thank you Mukul. Thank you Atin, Rashi, Dr. Kavita. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you to all the participants for joining in. Thank you. Good night everyone. We'll close the session now. Thank you.
Thanks, Ritika. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.